Good morning. Welcome to Odessa Rose Creates. I'm Robin Schmidt, and I love to craft and create for you guys using our Chalk Couture silk screens, reusable silk screens. So today we're going to actually do some inking on a couple jackets with some of our boho flowers, arrows, and actually our Chalk Couture logo. And so I like to wear these little lightweight jackets, so I'm going to just ink on them and we'll see how that goes. You can watch along. I just want to check and make sure you can see me okay here. And I'm on and all that goodness. And if you like to craft and create and want to share the love of creating with someone, just push that arrow button down there. That would be awesome. So good morning, good morning. Say hello if you're watching. I would love to chat with you as we chalk. Today we're actually going to be inking, but so say hello. Hi, Shirley. Hello, hello. Let's see, I meant to plug my camera in, so I might pop up there and do that real quick. So excuse my reach. Just gonna plug that in. There we go. Okay. I need to wrap the cord around my stand. There. Sorry about that. Didn't have that done. Okay. So, if this is your first time watching, welcome, welcome. And of course, if you are a fan of mine, welcome back. And yeah, don't be afraid to say hello or ask any questions as we go along. Sometime this week, I do have to work out at the attic where I sell my designs on Thursday and Saturday. So today's Tuesday already. So maybe tomorrow or Friday, depending on when I get this transfer is coming in, the 4th of July one. It's called Home of the Brave. So I didn't grab that early on when it was in stock, and it just came back in stock last week and I ordered it. So I want to make a little bit of patriotic to go upstairs in my upstairs living room. Well, not living room, it's called the hearth room. It's where I watch TV. But I have a fireplace in there, and I love this piece I made last year. This is on a marble tile, and I just went with black, gold, silver, copper, the metallics, and I kind of want to do that with a pennant garland. So I'm going to use these colors, the metallics and black, and well, it'll be like a cream color, because the banners, I'm going to use these little pennant banners that are the 5x7, and these are awesome because they're ready to go. You don't have to cut anything out. You don't have to really do anything to them other than chalk on them. Chalk or ink. It doesn't matter. But if you haven't used these are awesome. They retail for $6.99. Like I said, they're 5x7. So we'll kind of press them out. They come with a little stick with the little hole in it. So all you have to do is put it through the pocket, which is already sewn. Everything's done. And then you can string the string, and you can do like several of these in a row, and you can attach them with the string that's provided and just tie a bow. You could even add on some other ribbons or strips of fabric and make kind of a rag garland with it. So I think that'll be fun to do in the black and metallics and coordinate with that this that I just did. I did this last year. I didn't just do it, but I just showed you. And then I'm just going to kind of do that for the week. Well, the 4th of July is like not this weekend, but next, right? So got a couple, less than 2 weeks. But all my red, white, and blue designs I'm doing downstairs in the family room. So I thought upstairs I'll do the sophisticated metallics. And we're going to make a banner with this as soon as I get this transfer in, because I want to use that little flag element from there and I don't know what else. Who knows? I'm going to just work with it and whatever other patriotic transfers I have and make a pennant banner using, I have, what, 5 of them. So I may use 3 or I may use 5. I haven't decided. So that will be coming this week, or hopefully as soon as I get the, I think they've shipped. So I haven't checked on delivery date, but hopefully soon. And that'll be a project to look forward to this week. I'm going to put this away. But today we're going to ink on a couple little lightweight jackets that I got. I got these at Costco, these little jackets. You get 2 in the package together. They come different little, I got the blue and the plum, but there was, I think, other color choices. But you have to get 2 of them. And they're super lightweight, which I like to wear like in the summer if the air conditioning's a little cold, like in a restaurant or something. I always slip them on. But I wanted to do a little boho and the Chalk Couture logos on them. So let me get out a mat. Well, I'm not sure what size. I think I want to do the boho on this one, boho floral, and then on the other one I'm going to do this boho border, this one here, and then I'll work in some other elements in different areas. I'll probably still put some floral on the other one, on the blue one also. So let's just get them out, lay them out, get an idea what we're going to do. Boho is retired. It came out in the vault this year, so I was able to buy it. But unfortunately, you can't get it now. But we have a lot of other great florals. The floral script is really pretty. There's all kinds of florals. Some of them are just in with other transfers. Like even if it was always you, has some pretty flowers in it. So just find what you got and go with it. I'm thinking I want to do this big one back here on the back. And then my Chalk Couture logos came in my kit, as we all get some in our kit, but these are over 2 years, so I think maybe they've changed up the transfer a little bit. But I thought it'd be kind of neat to kind of do something like this on the back, on the lower back of the jacket. So that's what I'm thinking. Hi Lori, Deborah, Shirley again, and Emily Taylor's watching. Emily worked for me at Tangleberries and was in my 4-H group and friends of our family back in Centerville. Okay, I'm going to set these aside. Good morning, Gail. And I'm going to get out our mat so I can get this on it. I have 2 of these big ones, and this one I cut down into like 2 sizes. This size works great for a onesie, and this you can use under t-shirts. So that one I just cut. I just wanted to show you that. But I think I'll go ahead and use the big one because we're going to work across the back of the jacket, so we're probably going to need the full size. So let me grab that out. And this one's not overly sticky anymore, but it still holds the fabric in place. I probably should invest in some new ones, but I don't ink too much, but it's kind of fun. So I think about putting that on the back, but I still think it'd be fun to do something on the front or down the sleeve, or there's all kinds of ideas you can do. So let's just do the back first. And I might just do the backs and then let them dry really well before I move on forward and do the fronts, because I don't want to be messing up my ink. So we definitely want to try to find the center. I'm going to kind of do tone on tone. So I picked up these 3 colors. Regal, which is a little bit darker than the jacket. This is Marvelous. It's a little bit lighter. And then I have Fig. I don't even know if they still make Fig anymore. It's close to the color of the jacket. So let me see what we got in inks right now. Current Jam would be very similar. Oh, they do have Fig. Yep. Regal. And then Marvelous. So they do have all these colors. And they're all right in a row right here. So bing bang, same colors. Like I said, I'm going to do kind of tone on tone. So I don't know how this one will show up, but definitely these will, I think. This will for sure. And I almost just like these two, because I kind of just want it very subtle. So I might just stick with these two. We'll see what this looks like. We'll see what they look like on the fabric color. Okay, so the trick here is to make sure we're in the center of the jacket when we go and put our pattern down. I feel like I'm off a little bit. Seems pretty centered. I like to be able to see my tags so I know that I'm kind of lining up in the middle. Okay, so the mat not only holds your fabric in place, but it keeps the ink from traveling through. If you stuck this in a t-shirt, it would keep the ink from going through to the front side of your shirt. So it protects it from traveling. But in this case, it works really great to hold it. All right. I already got them out, didn't I? It's right here. And I will probably just do that in there and then bring this in here. So I think that'll be easy enough. I'll just do one color and one color. I'm going to keep it pretty simple. Sometimes I think simpler is better. Yes, good morning, Gail. Good morning, Tonda. These little jackets I got at Costco. You get 2 in a package, so they come in different color, but I picked up the plum one and the navy one that come together in the package. And like I said, I'm just doing really tone on tone. I kind of want it just like there, but not there, kind of like. So I'm hoping this, I mean, I want it to show up, but not overly show up. If that makes sense. Wow, this is brand new. I've never used this. Imagine that. So I'm going to peel off the foil here, but it's got a lot of ink on it. I'm going to try to scrape it off and put it back in the jar. First time I've used it. Now, the trick is not to get the ink all over everything. Your hands, you definitely don't want it on your garment where you don't want the ink to be. So pay attention that you're not touching your fingers that have ink on them onto your garment. Because that is not good. Because it's ink. When it's on there, it's on there. So I might kind of swirl in this with that a little bit. And then the logo I'm going to do in the softer Marvelous. So let's just lay this down for protection purposes. Maybe. All right. I think I might take my little stir sticks and just put a little bit of the ink throughout. That way I'm not double dipping my squeegee. Into my inks and contaminating the color. Okay, now we're going to just fill in all the silkscreen areas. I like to S it, like swirl S's into it. That kind of mixes the colors good. And they're pretty close to the edge here, so just make sure you're not going over the edge of the turquoise transfer fabric and getting it onto your garment where you don't want it to be. I think this would have been pretty with the cream color also. I might put a little bit of cream on the blue one with some soft blue, but I just kind of, I like this tone on tone where it's not like, it's not in your face, but it's pretty. Okay, just double checking to make sure I have all the silkscreen areas filled in. Like I could see a little bit right there. Pretty good, I think. And even if it does have that, some areas missing, I kind of like that worn look. Makes it more vintage. Alright. I'm going to move these off so I don't have any accidents. Being very precautious. And now we can lift this up. I know you may not see it very well. You can kind of see it from the camera. It's very subtle, which is what I wanted. I'm going to set this down in my water, get it underneath the water. Throw my squeegee in. Okay, and now the Chalk Couture logo we're going to do in that Marvelous right above it. I might dry this just a little bit with the heat gun. I usually wait like overnight before I heat set. I like my ink to be really, really dry. And this is, what is this fabric? It's different. So I don't know how well it'll take to the heat gun, or heat press, but we'll figure that out. I might have to use a lighter temperature and just put it on there a little bit longer. The dark definitely showed up better than the marble, or than the fig. So let's do this. And this has a lot of screen, so you kind of want to make sure your the application of the ink is fairly even throughout the screened area on this. So, and you have all your air pockets pushed out. And the little sticky that's in here, which would be where you see the lettering in the circle, you want to make sure it's stuck down really well, so you have a nice crisp image of it. Okay. And we're going to do this in the Marvelous. All right. So I'm going to grab me another squeegee, and I got the Marvelous here. Just going to kind of work my way out from the center. Even though it's really close to the edge, I'll probably flip that and go in like this around the edge so I don't accidentally come out over it onto my garment, which would make me mad. See how we do here. So even if you don't get the ink perfectly even, and you have some high-low areas, it kind of gives it that vintage look, which is kind of cool. Kind of like on my shirt, I have some highs and lows, and it just makes it look more worn and vintage. This is a shirt that I screened with our Chalk Couture. So I'm going to go over it again. Some of the areas, because that ink gets absorbed by the fabric, and you just want to make sure you have a good coverage of it. And then I'm just going to get rid of my squeegee lines from where it kind of overlaps the ink. So you want to get rid of those, because they do show up. Alright, so we got that done. I'm going to throw this squeegee in the water. Put my lid on. And I always check my fingertips to make sure I don't have any ink on them, so you're not getting it on your garment. I might wash this on my desk here so I can use it on my other jacket. That looks kind of cool. Hopefully you can see it pretty well there. I'm going to let this totally dry before I go on to the front of the jacket or the sleeve. I don't want to mess it up. So I'm going to take it off so I can do the back of the other jacket. Without, and the ink definitely went through onto the mat. You see that there? So I'm even getting it on my fingers from touching the mat. So I want to be very careful not to touch my jacket with my pink tipped fingers. So I'm going to get up and lay this over a table real quick. And I laid it on top of some transfers that have the plastic on them so that the ink doesn't go through anything. As you can see, it came through on my mat. So what I might do is take my wet wipe and kind of clean that up a little bit before I put my other jacket on it, so it doesn't get paint on the inside of my jacket. And the wipes are really good for taking off fuzz and chalk or other ink off your mat. So you just want to clean them. It takes the fuzz off, see? Which I should do more often. Maybe it would be stickier if I cleaned off the fuzz. Make sure this is dry, and I'm going to go ahead and clean my this. I'm just going to clean it right here on the table. You want to put it on a wet surface so it doesn't like stick to it, and then just spray this. Normally I would just go to the sink, but since we're going live here, I'll just clean it right here. That way we can use it for the blue jacket. And I'm going to put sticky side up, wipe it again. And pretty clean. These are stains from when I used black ink on it. So like some of the chalk and ink will stain your transfers, but that doesn't mean it ruins them. It just, the pigments are just staining. Okay, so that is clean. Let's just dry this off with my towel. I'm going to use my fuzzing cloth. There's a terry cloth side and a microfiber side. And the microfiber side is really good for drying quickly. And the terry cloth side is what we usually use for fuzzing the backs of our transfers when they're super sticky and you want them to be not so sticky. But I'm going to do microfiber to microfiber and just dry that silk screen real quick. Otherwise you can just let them air dry. But that just helps it dry faster so we can go on to the next project. Okay, so now this is dry. I'll just lay it up here. I'm just going to lay it on top of its paper so I can get to it. Alright, now our next shirt, our sweatshirt jacket thing, it's not really a sweatshirt. That's these super thin little jackets I got at Costco. You get 2 of them together in a set. And I was trying to figure out what this fabric is. Probably something I can't pronounce. Oh, I can pronounce this. 94% polyester and 6% spandex. There you go. So, should be able to figure out the heat temp that we would need to heat set our ink. Okay. I'll make sure nothing's going to pick up on my jacket. I don't think so. It's still sticky and all that goodness. Okay. So, again, I'm finding the center. And I do plan to put other designs like on the front or the sleeve or something. I'll do something, but I don't want them to be exactly like. And I want to wait till the backs are dry. So I'll finish them like tomorrow or, you know, later on. This one, I pulled out fawn, which now I believe they use an almond color. Almond is their off-white now, but this is fawn, excuse me. This is eucalyptus. And then I got ocean mist. And I just want some soft coloring on it. So I'm thinking maybe just, can't decide. This is what I want to put on it. So let me pull that transfer. But I also like, I kind of want to run this. This is my favorite. I love this. I thought it'd be kind of fun along the bottom. Maybe. Oops, I'm going to lose all my transfer pieces out of my envelope. That's what happens when you hold on to it upside down. They all fall out. Close it up. Alright. Don't have that happening again. But it really needs to be like from seam to seam. And even like right down, either right along the top of the stitching or what. Let's decide. I want to do that. I also like some of these. This would be cute on it. This is cool. It's got the floor, but this is actually like a log. So it looks like a piece of wood or a, you know, when they do the wood slices. It looks like that, and they have an arrow. And then we have this floral piece. Here's a really nice one too. This would be really pretty, like coming down like this on the front. That would be pretty. So, I'm just trying to decide. I want to try to figure this out. And I don't have to put the Chalk Couture logo on the back. I can just, we have the word, the words Chalk Couture. You know, and they could just be like above this. So, there's different things. So, let me get this out of the way. Everyone's really quiet this morning. Say hello. Design, love, repeat is kind of one of our sayings. And I could put the Chalk Couture like on the front somehow. Even if it's like, on one jacket I did it like down the zipper and just kept repeating it right down the zipper. That was cute. I think I might do this. And I'm not worried about trying to figure that out. Or that might be cute down the zipper on the front. Even something like that would be fun. Yeah. So let's just go this route. And then, we'll figure out the front. And we can raise it up and do it this far. I don't like, I don't want the hood to cover the design when it hangs down. That's why I went low on the other one. So it's kind of like, what's the point? Trying to figure out where it would hang. Somewhere in there, probably. So something like this would work, I think. There's the middle. I think I'm going to measure. Let's just get it right. 18 and a half. And 17 and a half. That's pretty good, right in there. I'm going to go ahead and lay this one down. I don't think the hems, it goes and comes back up. I don't think they are necessarily straight. So, that's good. Okay, so we have these colors I'm going to work with. I'll probably do the lettering and the fawn and just go ahead and do the soft eucalyptus and ocean mist in the floral. So let's go for it. I think this one might be new also. No, I just haven't taken I don't eat much, so I always have. I buy the new colors, but then I don't always go and use them right away. Throw that one away. Gotta get the ink off. Don't be wiping it on your pants or on your shirt, even on your towels. You want to get rid of it. Okay, so again, grab a couple sticks. I'm just going to plop some on there and then swirl it in. I'm not going to try to paint it, like green where the green is and blue where the flowers is and all that. Just going to mix it in. Take our squeegee and just start doing some S's, and then come back in and kind of fill it in. Now here I have extra. I'm just going to put it in what color it looks like the most, and it looks the most like the eucalyptus. So we're just going to put it in there. You can just throw it away if you really are against, you know, contaminating your colors. Just throw it away and then put it on a wipe or a paper towel and toss it. But the color isn't that much difference, so. In fact, I may need to grab it back out, and it's pretty light down in here, so I'm going to add some more to it. You can kind of tell as you're working where the, you know, where you need to put some more ink through the silk screen because it's not as dark as the other areas, or not as full of ink. So just kind of go around it a couple times. It's a little different than chalking because the chalk, you know, once it's in there pretty much. But on fabric, stuff gets absorbed, so you need to go over it a few times to have a really good print. Unless you really want it to look vintage and worn, then, you know, don't worry about it. Set those aside. I'm going to pull this one up. They pretty much came out all the same color. You can't really see the color differences. But that's all right. It's still a pretty color. And then let's do this. Actually, I might do it in just the blue, since this looks more like the green. I think I'll just do this in the blue. Ocean Mist. Design, love, repeat. That's what we do on our chalkboards. You can design, you love it for a while, and then you change it out, wash it all off, and repeat it for a different season. That's why we like to use the saying design, love, repeat. Because with chalk paste, it's not permanent. This is our inks though, so this will be permanent. But the company started out making the chalk paste and the silk screens. Well, they started out with other products because they had like these big, beautiful magnetic boards, and they made magnets and everything to go with different seasons. But now there's pretty much just the transfers, surfaces, chalk paste and ink, and then the tools. Alright, checking my fingertips again. Okay. Lay that in my water. These off to the side. Like I said, I'm going to let this dry really well, like overnight or later today, and then I'm going to design on the front of these little jackets but this, I've done the two backs so you can see that. And then, or maybe tomorrow morning when I hop on, we'll do some more designs on the front or the sleeve or something. So we're just gonna let these dry. And the ink did travel through really well, especially when I did the big logo. So I'm just gonna lift it up off of our tacky mat underneath, so it doesn't like dry onto it. This is our mats. And that one did pretty good. Just came a little bit down here. You see the word design where it came through. So if you were working on a t-shirt or something, you definitely want to put a mat in so that ink doesn't travel to the front side of your shirt. Okay, so now we're going to let that dry, and then tomorrow we'll do the front side of the jackets. So if you didn't catch the other one, just watch the replay and you'll see the other jacket's kind of a plum color, and this one's the navy blue. So thanks for watching, doing some inking today, and we'll finish these off tomorrow. So have a good one. I'll chalk with you later. Bye-bye.